see me okay, David?
Yeah.
Right, I'm here with Gary from Kielder Observatory. He's very graciously given us a few minutes to talk about the business of running this place. So, Gary, can you tell me a little bit about the day-to-day running of the observatory?
It's an immense task. We currently have around about 11 to 12,000 visitors per year at the observatory. So we only have 40 people per event in the classroom. So the day-to-day running of the observatory is around about keeping the instrumentation up and running, maintaining the facility, and managing the booking system and guests and events. So we'll run maybe 6 to 8 events per week at the observatory, sometimes more than that. So we have to make sure that we administer the volunteers, because we've got 28 volunteers at the observatory, so we have to make sure that we've got cover for each event. So we know who's coming to run the event, we know which astronomer is going to be delivering the event, which is normally me, which I'll normally run around about 80% of the events at the observatory, maybe even 90% of the events at the observatory. So the day-to-day tasks involve all the booking systems, talking to guests, answering emails, you name it. And it's got incrementally better. Or / worse, depends which way you want to look at it, because as the observatory's got more and more popular, then there's more and more things happening.
So the demand's there. It's just a case of maintaining it and keeping everything as organised as you can. It's basically it, isn't it?
Well, the demand's absolutely there, and what we're trying to do now is make sure that the offer that people get improves and continues to be a major part of what the facility has to offer.
What do you think of the opportunities for young people in this area? If a young person was interested in astronomy and wanted to get involved, would it be a very difficult thing to do? Or?
No, not at all. We run quite an extensive volunteer training program at the observatory now, because I always want to keep the observatory accessible to everyone. So to do that, you have to keep the costs down. And to keep the cost down, then it means I can't employ staff. So we use a pool of volunteers at the observatory, and I'm always looking for more volunteers. So if anybody wants to get involved with the observatory, then absolutely can do that by sending an email to me at the observatory, Gary at Kielder.org, send me an email, come along for an induction session and join the team.
You heard it, folks. Do you have any words for the camera on how easy it is to become a volunteer here? Sorry to bother you, but...
Yes. How easy. All you have to do is have an interest in it, even if you haven't got a massive amount of knowledge about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hobby, and we need volunteers because it's just getting busier and busier and busier. And if you love it, just turn up, speak to Gary, speak to anybody on Twitter who volunteers.
Okay. Is it easy to develop your skills? I mean, do you get some skills developed if you start to work here as a volunteer?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm getting trained on both the telescopes, the 16-inch and the 20-inch.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll go from there. Obviously, I'll learn more about deep sky objects, where to look at them, mapping the sky.
Can you please tell us a little bit about the dark sky status and what's happening with that? Is it still on the cards? Or?
Absolutely. We've spent the last 2 years doing the application, the International Dark Sky Association for Dark Sky Park status, which is Kielder Forest Park and Northumberland National Park joined together, going to make it the 3rd largest dark sky preserve in the world and the largest in Europe. So we're really excited about that, because the dark skies over Kielder have to be preserved. That's the job. That was always a challenge for me, to make sure that this urban creep of light pollution doesn't get here. And then we've lost the dark skies, and then we can't see our universe anymore, and that's not going to happen on my watch.
This is a question we've asked everyone we've spoken to. If you're a young person in Northumberland who wants to start something, whether it's a not-for-profit or a business, any quick words of advice? Or
you've just got to pick a project that you're really happy with, and you think it's gonna work. I mean, the thing is not just picking a project for picking a project's sake to give yourself some sort of meaning, but it's finding something that has a use that people are going to want, and then really not giving in until you get it. And that's the really important thing, is that nobody's going to give it to you for free. You're going to have to work jolly hard to make things happen. I mean, the effort and work and commitment I've put into this observatory took 14 years of my life. And you don't let go, and you've got to be driven. If you wanted to achieve, I guess the things that I used to ask myself when I was younger is that, why am I doing what I want to do? And the answer normally is, it's in myself. It's a reason that I hold why I'm not achieving what I want to achieve. So if you're not doing anything, if you want something in your life and it's not really quite happening, then you have to ask yourself, why is it not happening? And pretty much 9 times out of 10 you'll find the problem lies with yours truly. So it's about adjusting things and just getting out there and doing it.
Gary, we've really enjoyed the lecture tonight, and thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.